Well, I believe the security state is rather scatological in nature anyway, and they love poop, and they probably eat poop, and they want to have poop thrown at them. So, I mean, it's only right. I mean, you've been hearing these stupid rumors of urine-filled balloons and urine in bottles and urine in squirt guns for the past 30 years. That's just a standard urban legend, and I dare anybody to prove that to me. In fact, I'll give you a $50 reward if you can prove to me that any urine or poop was thrown here.
Here, $50 from Vermin Supreme. Send him videos of poop or urine thrown or used at this convention.
And not just Ted Cruz inside the convention hall either, right?
Not a Republican inside the convention, while protesters supposedly outside of the convention.
Yeah. I've read ridiculous headlines. I think it was just a spoof. It was nonsense. I don't believe that crap. Not for a second.
Thanks. Real quick, last thing.
Sure.
Rod Webber visited by the FBI and other agencies. How do you feel about that?
Well, I don't know why they never visit me.
Are you?
I mean, what? I'm not important or something?
Hey, brother, what do you think about Leonard Peltier?
Oh, free him, man. Free Leonard Peltier, of course. Absolutely.
Sign back here and send it to Obama, man. Here you go.
Okay, I sure will. Thank you.
All right, I'll do that. Hell yeah, brother.
Thank you for rocking this one.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate it.
Can you hold that up, please? Thank you, sir.
Free Leonard Peltier. I'm Vermin Supreme, and I stand behind it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Vermin Supreme.
Hi, how you doing, kids? It's me, Vermin Supreme, running for President of America, here at the Republican National Convention in Cleveland, Ohio. Whee!
There are rumors that you still might get the nomination. What do you say to those rumors?
Oh, everything's possible. I don't think it's going to happen in this particular time stream or dimension, but there are others.
How many gods would have to act in unison for you to get the nomination?
I don't know how many angels can dance on the head of a pin.
43.
Okay, there you go. I guess that's the
43.
answer.
We're looking for a 43.
43 gods. Yes, this has been a fairly tame, mellow convention. The police, I hate to say they're showing restraint, but it seems like they haven't been excessively forceful in most situations. A few they have. Obviously, when the RCP went to burn that flag the other day, they were engaged in fully protected, expressive free speech, and yet the police swooped down and jumped on them pretty hard and prevented them from exercising their free speech. All the various security zones and security layers obviously prevent the people from freely assembling in a way that we would actually be able to petition the government for a redress of our grievances.
Sure.
I think the thing that the police need to understand is that in this particular situation, we want to petition the government for a redress of our grievances, and a lot of our grievances have to do with police behavior and what has been going on in America. And they need to understand that, and they need to accept that and accept the abuse that comes their way, because people are talking directly to them because they are the only representatives of the government that we as a people are given in this situation.
That's right.
There are no state senators, there's no governors here, there's no congressmen, there's no Donald Trump, there's no Obama. No, it's only the police, and they are the government. They represent the government in this situation.
Right.
And so it creates a very interesting dynamic, is all I can say.
Going forward, what's the way to solve the police problem? I know it's a huge question. Is it only civilian oversight? Do we have to have civilian oversight of the police forces in this country?
I think civilian oversight and civilian oversight boards are certainly one way to keep an eye on the police department. Obviously, the Cleveland Police Department is under the jurisdiction of, I believe, the Federal Justice Department is the Cleveland Department's under review by them, so that also helps keep them a little bit on the up and up. Police accountability, police transparency, and perhaps a lot more police training in these situations. It seems like there's been a whole lot of overreaction by the police, and I'm assuming it goes back to training. I believe it comes down to the fact that a number of police officers may actually be unfit for duty because of their bad attitudes or mental problems or just things that prevent them from acting in an impartial way when dealing with the public. I do believe that there's a strong argument to be made for a regular psychological profiling and studies and tests of the police to make sure that they're all good. I'd certainly love to see police encounter groups. I'd love to see police encounter groups encountering other Black Lives Matters groups. I think we need to bring these people together and sit down and talk about what's going on. I mean, when I'm at these events. I really expect fully professional behavior from my oppressor. The forces of oppression need to act in a fully professional fashion, and that's all we're asking for, really. And a professional police force does not indiscriminately shoot people left and right for minor infractions or for being black or for whatever. Sure. So yeah, I think there needs to be a lot of overhaul. I think there needs to be a lot of oversight. And perhaps we even need to re-examine, do we need so many police? Do we need such a state of police? And do we need so many laws that the police are enforcing? They have wide discretion on a lot of these ridiculous laws. And I think they need to be much more discreet in their enforcement of these ridiculous laws. I believe, in a lot of places like Ferguson and beyond, the entire revenue stream of the county or the
That's
city
right. Yeah.
almost relies on them jacking people up for money.
For petty bullshit.
Exactly.
That does not need to be dealt with in court. And that white people like you and me don't get dragged into court to deal with.
I do a lot of things that I don't think I would get away with if I were not white, quite frankly.
Right.
So
and that's the root of the problem. And like you said, Philando Castile, he was pulled over 52 times in 9 years. Now that's a goddamn disgrace.
Absolutely.
Right? And it's completely unprofessional and unacceptable. How do we get to a place where that kind of shit is unacceptable and is seen as unprofessional? Right? Is it criminalizing those behaviors on the part of the police? Is it restructuring the government so they don't have the need for these revenue streams, or the perceived need on their end for these ridiculous revenue streams?
I think certainly that would be one, the revenue schemes. I mean, they need to raise their money some other way than extortion. But how do you fucking fix a situation like this? It's really hard.
It's super complex.
I mean, I'm running for president, granted,
right,
but I'm not really a pundit, and I don't have a lot of answers. And most of my stock and trade has to do with humor and making ridiculous fun of things.
Right. So, who is this man, Donald Trump? How do you decipher?
He's an awesome reality star, but it seems like he's trying to drag us into his fucking reality show. That is the deal. Trump is a reality star. He's a damn good one, but he's trying to make us be in his show, and I, for one, do not want to be any part of it.
Done.